Hello friends, in this video we will only discuss about the major of the PXE issues which we face daily. So it will not be about the PXE process, the background process. We will talk about the PXE problems which we face on daily basis and the solution for each of the PXE problems. So actually this is the document which I have prepared for my team, and it have all the major issues which we face in our PXE infra and the solution for each of the problems, PXE problems. So let's start from beginning. See, the first issue which we got during the PXE is the your PXE process just start and you stuck on IPv4. As you can see on the pic, your process will be stuck on this start PXE or IPv4. So when you face this problem, what are the solution for this problem? So let's talk about that one. When you get this type of issue, the first thing you need to check is the BIOS settings are correct. And friends, BIOS settings you need to configure as per your task sequence, your configuration. In my company, we are using UEFI secure boot. So might be you are deploying the deployments PXE using the legacy way. So you have to make sure the BIOS settings are correct as per your PXE standards. If you are using the TPM in the task sequence, make sure the TPM is enabled, unlocked, whatever the configuration you have set in your task sequence. So we have to first make sure BIOS settings are correct. Second things which you need to check is the port which is being used for the PXE, that port is getting the production IP or not, because sometimes it happened that the port which the IT person is using to deploy the machine, that is not getting the production IP and it might get the IP. So they need to check that the LAN port is getting the production IP or not to make sure it. Third, we can ask them to change the LAN adapter or change the LAN port. Ask them to change LAN port or the LAN adapter. Next solution is you have to check the PXE service status. If you are using PXE config service, so check that the PXE service is running on the DP server. If you are using the WDS, then check the WDS service on your server. Next thing which you can do is you can restart the PXE service and then open the SMS PXE log on the DP server and look for any boot file error. If you found any boot related error, redistribute the boot image, and you can also try for uncheck and check all the PXE settings on the DPs. Also, you can check if the device is added in the boundary group or not. Next thing you can check is IP helpers. Means the SSM DP server IP should be added in the IP helpers. If it is not, the PXE won't start. And okay, so this is the first problem which mm, we usually got. The second problem which is very common is this all the PXE process will start and then it will your PC will be rebooted. So I think so everyone know about the solution of that kind of issues. What you need to do, either you have to delete the device entry from SSM or you have to make sure the drivers of that model is available in the boot image. So that is very common. I have not listed that one in my SOP. Second issue which you got is mostly when the graphical interface load. It means when the WinPE actually loaded, you will see this error code 4005. NVID 4005. So this 4005, 700A1 and 7000F. If you see any of these three code, 4005, A1, 0F, any of these three code, you have to perform disk partition command straight away. It simply means there is a problem with the disk partition and you have to do manually disk part. Okay. Third problem which we mostly face is domain joint error. It could be different in your infra. Like in our infra, we are not deleting the devices from AD before our PXE process start. So as per MS window update, they have changed the way system is joining the domain. Before it, what was happened that any device which was in AD can easily join a domain during the bare metal. But after that update, if any device is there in AD, you won't be able to join that device again with the same name. So you have to do you have to delete that device from the AD. This is one of the also problem. I that application package or drivers are missing after PXE is completed. So what you can do in such kind of scenario? Yes, the first thing you will do is you will do the troubleshooting. You will check for the log files. But what else as a workaround you can do? As a workaround, what you can do is simply deploy the application packages to all the IT person's IDs. So when they prepare the device after the OSD complete, when they log in, all the software will be listed in their software center and they can install manually. After that, if any application is missing, so that they can complete the handover of the device in time. Problem 6. This is also one of the major problem. You will see that you will get a message like this: fail to run task sequence. There are no task sequence available for this computer. The single reason for this problem is that there are duplicate entries or wrong entries in SCCM. So just find out the MAC address from the BIOS or the log files and find out the duplicate or wrong entries in SSM and delete them. This issue will be fixed after that. Second one is you might get this code error 0x102, this kind of screen that where it will showing the IP and this error code. So what is the solution for it? You need to get the MAC address from the BIOS and if name is available then very good. So you need to find the MAC address, that device entry in SSM, and you have to delete it from SSM console, and also ask the user to change the LAN port and adapter. One of these two solution will fix the issue because it's not that kind of permanent. It could be one of this reason. The next which you will see is 0x 00, and in the end it will be 1. Then this screen will be look like this. So what you have to do to fix this kind of issue is simply make sure first your BIOS settings are correct and try to change the LAN port and LAN adapter also. Second problem is when using a boot media. You are not using the PXE, you are using the boot media for the PXE deployment. So what happened is when your boot media loaded the WinP stage, you have to check if your device is getting the IP or not, production IP. Like we are using the Dart, so in the Dart we can see that device is getting this IP 169 and this is APIPA. If you are not using Dart, you can simply press F8, go in CMD and type IP config and check their device is getting production IP or APIPA IP. The bio settings which we are using are this one. If you are using UFI, then you can enable the same in your infra also. Thunderbolt support should be enabled. UFI enable secure, enable the network stack or UFI, and start operation SCI. Next problem which you can get on the screen is like remove the CD and do not from CD. So if you get this kind of screen, so simply click on finish and your PXE process will start. It is not actually a problem. One of the issues that mostly we seen is that the admin credentials are not working as expected after the build is complete. So in this case, SM cannot do anything. If there is a permission issue, so the concerned team or AD team will look into it. If you are using the boot media for the PXE deployment and you are getting 4005 error, if you are using boot media and getting this error 0x4005, then the solution for is simply to create a new fresh to download fresh new ISO and use that one. It's mostly happen when you are using the outdated ISO. So use the latest one and the issue will be fixed. Next error code which we usually see is 700222. This code is usually very random. The most majority of times the issue will be fixed after reboot of the server. And if you want to check further, you can check the IS logs. You can browse. You can try to browse this path of your package. Browsing this part of the package simply means you are trying to check if your DP server is, if you can enable, if you can access the package path using the IS. It means you are checking if IS is working properly, because it could be a reason that during the task sequence your IS is not responding properly, and due to which you are getting this error. So we are just making sure our IS is working properly and responding. And third thing is, in the SMSCS log file, check for any failed package which got initially failed. So just redistribute it package, and it will also fix the issue. So either you can ask for server reboot or redistribute the failed package. Next problem which are very common is the slowness during the imaging. Slowness during the imaging means the total time taken for the PXE deployment is much more higher than the before. It could be the one of the reason for this is the overlapping of the boundaries. So you have to find out that where is the overlapping of the boundaries is happening. If you open the SMSTS site, if you open the SMSTS.log file and search for the AD site, just search for AD site. You will find a line, this one, which you can see in the yellow highlighted. Here Here you will see the you will see the two or three AD site. So you will get an idea that which are the AD site which are doing overlapping. So within SCCM, then you have to find out the IPs of that IPs of that AD site if they are overlapping in any way. And the second point could be that the bandwidth issue. The deployment is taking much more time. If you want a video separately on the PXE, how to do troubleshooting, For the PXE slowness issue, if you want me to show you using the SSM console, using the SSM log file, just comment in the video. I will make a separate video for the complete troubleshooting of this one. But the major funda will be for finding the slowness issue is just you have to find out the overlapping within the boundary group. If applications are missing during the PXE deployment, if applications are missing during the deployment, you check if this is happening on every PC, every machine they are imaging, or is just random. If this is random, then just increase the revision number of the application. And what you have to do is just open the properties, open the comment section, open the properties, enter in the comment section, just type anything. You can type dot or anything. Save it and redistribute the content and ask the user to test the process again. Another issue which you can which you will another issue which you can face during the imaging is after the OSD complete SSM clients are not getting registered, means your PXE is getting completed. PXE process is completed, but after PXE process completed, SSM clients are not getting registered. Application are failed to install. Since SM client are failed to reset, your application will also fail to install. So what you have to do it in this case? You have to first confirm SSM client are really getting failed to register or not. If yes, then check to which MP they are connecting. They are connected and check for the MP health. Check if the MP control log is showing the 200 or not. And within the CCM messaging.log, using the CCM messaging.log, also verify if your client is communicating with the MP well or not, or there is communication errors in the log file. If you find that MP is not working properly or there are the communication errors with the MP in the CCM messaging.log and you want a workaround or alternate solution in the meantime to fix the issue, what you can use is you can use the allow MP registry value. This is a workaround. If you create a registry value using the allow MP, that will force the client to communicate only to the specific MP which you will assign. So this way you will avoid the faulty MP. So your client will not communicate with the faulty MP and they will only communicate with the working MPs. And this is the diskpart command which you can use. That's all in this video, guys. I will create a separate video for any PX issue on which you want me to show you.